Okay, welcome to this video. By this point you would have created your pages, and if you've got this far, congratulations. The big decision is, are you going to do it manually, or are you going to use the simplicity of WordPress Simplicity plugin? So what you saw was how simple it was, and it creates the icons on the left to use. I showed you how to create a new page. I then showed you the simplicity of just clicking the publish button. And then I showed you the website without pages. I then used WordPress Simplicity to select the auto pages. It then created 4 auto pages. I then refreshed the website and the pages were created. Now, plugin time, the meat of your free creation. This separates the boys from the men. This will transfer your websites into these amazing creations. Step 7. Download the required plugins. I'm just going to run through the basic plugins that you need to continue to build your free website. Okay, as per usual, I use WordPress Central Station as my reference. I'm not going to do 79 videos. The next video that we are going to refer to at this point is how to install plugins automatically and how to upload a plugin manually, and how to upgrade and delete plugins automatically. Now the wonderful dashboard, as you can see. Now the plugin system is not very difficult to find, as there's a picture of a plug on it. So simply add new plugin. Now just like the themes, you have options to search. Now just a word of caution here. Now if you're going to search, if you're going to try what you did with WordPress themes and just simply hit the search button, you are going to be here until you retire, because as you can see, there's 681 pages of plugins. There's 20,428. So the best way to search was either with the featured, popular, and used, or with a keyword, a selective keyword looking for a plugin, or by author or tag. In this case, I'm just going to go for, say, the newest plugin. And I'm just going to randomly install any plugin here. Now you can read all about it on the right hand side. There is also a star rating in reference to how good it is. Obviously that's not doing too well. We'll install plugin now. So install and simply activate plugin. And as you can see, the plugin is now installed, which is libwp. Now at this point, this dark gray area means that the plugin is there but it's inactive, and as you can see, Estimate is inactive too. The light ones means that they're active. At this point I want to get rid of the plugins that I don't want to use. Now for example, this one that we just plugged in, I'm going to deactivate first. You have to deactivate before you can delete. Now to delete the plugins, now that you've deactivated the plugins, you can now see that there is now a delete option. So I can simply now go and delete. And yes. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to add new plugin, and I'm going to show you another way of doing it. Now let's take, for example, the most popular ones. So this is how you install a plugin automatically. Now there is one plugin that we do need, so I'm going to install this, which is called All-in-One SEO, which is one of the required plugins you need for your basic website setup. So while I'm here, I'm simply going to install this plugin and activate plugin. As you can see, it's now activated. Now for good practice, it's always good to go back to the dashboard and just refresh. And All-in-One SEO, most of the plugins do end up in your settings, or some are related to widgets and some do actually create an icon for you on the left here, like WordPress Simplicity for example. But in this case, the All-in-One SEO system is now in your settings. And add a new plugin. Now the other way of searching a plugin is by keyword, if you know what it's called, and simply search for plugin. And that's the one that I want, which is WP Super Cache. So I'm simply going to install that now. Now again, at most cases, it normally ends up in your settings, which is now down here. So we go back to our plugin section here, and we want to add a new plugin. And in this case, we want to upload it from my computer. Now, as said before, you need to know what the plugin is called, and you need to download the zip folder first. The other way to do it manually is you can take this option here and go to wordpress.org here, go to the plugin section here. Again, you have the same options as pretty much you do in your dashboard again, and you can search per keyword as usual. But in this case, I'm just looking for the contact form 7, which is obviously one of the most popular ones, which is quite handy because it's here. So to download here, we simply click on the icon. So all we're going to do is we're going to download this plugin and save it somewhere relevant on your computer. And then what we need to do then is go back to the dashboard, which you can use the back button because that's the first place you started navigating from. And if we go back to plugins here, we want to upload a plugin from our computer. So we upload, and then we choose the destination folder that we saved it in. This is the one here we're going to now upload to our computer, and open file and install and activate plugin. And now you can see that the plugin has been created. Now this is an example of this here, which is to upgrade your plugin. It's as simple as new version of contact form 7 is available, update now, and there you go. That's how you upgrade your plugin. Now you can see that in this case it's created an icon on the left here, which is contact form. So now you've learned how to do it automatically, you've learned how to do it manually, and you've learned how to delete and upgrade plugins. Now I'm going to show you the power of the WordPress Simplicity system I use. In this case, I'm going to go to WordPress Simplicity here. Okay, so you can see there's a long list of plugins here. Now this WordPress Simplicity system makes it very, very simple. As you saw, you had to do it manually, automatically, and it is very time consuming. And these plugins are all in one place. So what it does is it tells you exactly what plugins are installed. It also gives you a list of all the necessary plugins you need and a lot more. And as you can see, we plug that one in automatically through the dashboard. We then plug this one in through manually, upload it to the computer. Now there is another plugin here that we need, which is called WP Archive. So I'm going to select that plugin now, and I'm going to simply install it through the system and hit update. Okay, and that's the plugin installed. You'll see now that in settings there is a new plugin installed called Archive Sitemap. So now we're going to put these plugins into action. Now we created these pages, and we created all the pages, and I told you to go and edit the ones that you felt. Now what we need to do is we need to make this contact form work properly. We'll start with the contact page, and when you go to this, there is a contact form 1. You simply click on that contact form 1, and it will splash out this code. You simply copy that code, you go back to your pages, view all pages, and you want to go to the contact page. You want to open the contact page, and in this area here, this code here, you simply overwrite that code and put in that new code that you had, and simply update. If you hit the contact form now, you will see that people can actually fill in their details and simply send it to you. Click on the sitemap. You'll see now that your pages are visible. And this is what Google needs to find and index you, and this will help you in the search engines and ranking. When you start creating posts, this will be automatically added to the list. It's as simple as that. So we've covered installing it automatically, we covered installing it manually, we've also covered deleting and upgrading your plugin, and then we talked about using the WordPress Simplicity system to where all your plugins are in one place. Okay, in the next video we will start creating content for our sites, and we will start creating what they call posts. See you in the next video.